Hey guys, I want to show you my finished Collins double bit. A lot happier with this axe than I am with the Collins Homestead boys axe. I think this one just kind of turned out better, and plus, you know, I really do enjoy the double bits. They're a lot of fun. The boys axe is my favorite style for kind of bushcraft use and, you know, around the house kind of use. But, you know, a good old-fashioned double bit, you know, there's just nothing better. And I took a different route on this than with the Homestead single bit. The Homestead I pretty much ground down to shiny metal, and I really didn't like the result because it really brought out all the defects in the metal. You could see every pit, every spot where the metal wasn't perfect, you know, both from the process of aging and misuse and also just normal, you know, manufacturing imperfections. So with this double bit here, I wanted to leave the patina intact. So what I did is basically I took a real light sandpaper to it. I just took, let's see what this is, like a 220 grit, and I just kind of gave it a real light going over to get rid of all the surface rust and the worst of it, leaving most of the patina intact, as you can see. It really brought out the stamp. As you can see, the stamp actually really brightened it up so you could see it better, and I just kind of left it at that. And I think it gives a more authentic look to it. It looks barn fresh. It looks like it, you know, like it belongs, as opposed to that Homestead that looked just like a really lumpy, gross piece of steel. So I really liked leaving the patina and just giving it a light sanding and cleaning up the rust and the damage and going on from there. Got a nice handle from the House Handle Company. Very straight grain on this. Really nice handle. And I coated it with linseed oil. As you can see, we got a couple spots where we need some touching up. So we're going to give it another coat or two. But overall, it's a fantastic handle for the price. It was like $7 or $8. And it shouldered up pretty well. I would have liked to have gotten it down a little bit further, but you know, I really didn't want to remove a ton of material to make it fit, especially seeing the handle. You know, I chopped about, you know, easily 2 inches off the top of it, so it did go down quite a ways. It just didn't shoulder up as much as I'd like, but I'm a lot happier with that job than the previous. This axe too, I really I don't know a ton about Collins as a company. I know they did eventually move and start making axes in Mexico, which you're going to see coming up, which kind of prompted me to make this video on this double bit. I'm not sure when they moved to Mexico, so I'm not sure, you know, but there's definitely a noticeable difference in the steel on this axe versus the steel in the Homestead single bit. This is obviously a much better steel just by the response of putting the file on it. Now, when you file enough knives and machetes and axes over the years, you just get a good feel for a good quality steel versus a junk steel. When you put a file to junk steel, it just has that feel to it, like you're mushing rather than sharpening, and it just has a different sound to it, and you just, you know, like after years you just develop that feeling. It's just not the greatest steel. When I put the file to this, I knew right away it was good steel, and man, this thing took an edge that in like 10-15 minutes I had all the chips taken off and this thing ready to go, sharp enough to cut paper. Not really shaving sharp, but got this pretty sharp pretty quick. I left the other side original. I actually did not mess with it at all because, of course, you know, the purpose of the double bit is you have one really sharp side for trees and one duller side that you use for cutting roots and things like that that might dull your axe. So you have one side for dirty work and one side for your good clean work. So I left it alone, left the patina on the edge because I figured it'll help protect it and keep it a little nicer if I am digging in the dirt with it or whatever. Not that I intend to do that because, you know, an axe is not for digging in the dirt. So took a very nice edge. Really happy with the edge on it. And overall, like, you know, this is a $20 axe, guys, at best. You know, if you include in like the linseed oil and all that. Not a lot of money invested in this, and performance on this is fantastic. It really does perform better than, you know, a full-size axe you're going to buy at a store today. I mean, it's really, I took this to an old maple in the back, and it just bit in so good, and so, man, oh, I was so happy. So pleased with the result of just how well this works. And I do like the look of it. We do need another coat of linseed oil on it, and then that'll probably darken it up and even it out a little bit more. But like I said, guys, I'm going to leave the patina right on it. You know, the axe is actually in real good shape. It really wasn't abused, so it has a really nice patina on it. So I'm just going to kind of leave that alone. And I think I did a little better job putting that on. Really happy with that. And let's see if I can show you that. Really nice profile on this axe, guys. But you can see it's got a very nice profile. Great for splitting. Or not splitting, great, you know, really good, really pleased with the performance of this, and the edge on it's actually really nice. As you can see, we have a really nice, straight grain on the wood. Very nice straight grain all the way. You can actually follow a grain line all the way down the handle. No knots, no nothing. Just complete and total straight grain on this sucker. So really nice handle, really nice axe. $20 project, guys. If you're looking for a real quality axe for your house, for your homestead, go get yourself an old vintage axe head and refurb. You don't need a ton of tools, guys, like I did with this here. I left the patina. I think it looks nice, has a good look. We'll zoom in here so you can kind of see this edge. This is what I like about it, is this edge. It has that old look to it. It has that barn fresh look. And I think it looks really nice like that. And you see the logo came out good. Just literally the only tool I used was a piece of 220 grit sandpaper, a paper towel to put the linseed oil on, and then I think I used a rubber mallet to put the head on, and I think I used a knife and a rasp to prepare the handle for the head. You know, I mean, basic tools, no special work. Did it all by hand in my dining room of all places. So very easy to do. You don't need the big tools. You don't need, you know, I know you see a lot of these videos out there, guys, and these guys are putting these things on all kinds of sanders and grinders and all that. You really don't need it. If you want to refurb, you can do it very easily. You know, you can order the handles through House Handle Company. They're a really good company, really good handles for cheap out of them. And that's that, you know. Nice project, really happy with the results on this one. And super, super happy with the performance. These old axes with the good steel, just, they so outperform the garbage that's in the hardwood stores today.